Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Eric F. King, and it is a pleasure to be here today. I have with me Zion Anagaru and Leah Garcia, and today is Motivational Monday. We do this every Monday, same time, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Check your local time zones all around the world. So, today we are talking about an incredible topic that applies to everyone. Everyone should be doing this, right? It is consistency. How to show up when you don't feel like it. Wow. Like I wish when I started my business many years ago, someone showed me or sent me a video or something so I can learn about this. But we didn't have anything like this back then, right? I wish we did, because it is so important in business and in life to be consistent. A lot of times we think that if we have a goal, we have a dream, and we try it out and it doesn't work, then it wasn't meant to be. I hear people say that all the time. Well, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe God didn't want me to do it. That's why it didn't work out. But it has nothing to do with that. It has a lot to do with consistency. How many times are you doing it? How many times are you doing it? There's a guy that plays basketball. His name is Curry. He's one of the best shooters of all time. Okay, and people when they see him shoot the ball from a far distance and he hits it, they're like, "Wow, that's incredible! How did he do that? Man, this guy's lucky every single time." What they don't understand is I think he said he's been shooting at least 600 times a day since he was 5 years old. Since he was 5 years old. So he's done it, if you do the math, I mean, hundreds of thousands of times probably he's been shooting that ball. So when he hits it, like, how did he do that? Consistency. All right. So we're going to dive into this. And I'm going to bring up my first speaker. Definitely put your, you don't have to put your name in the chat, but tell us where you're zooming in from today. I know we have people from all over the world, from LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all over the place. So welcome, Coral. Good to see you from England. We have Jackie here. Welcome. So just tell us where you're zooming in from. Say, good morning from wherever, or good afternoon from wherever, right? Kenroy from Netherlands. Good to see you. Welcome. So we want to see your names. We want to see where you're zooming in from, and we will shout you out. All right. So let's get started. Good morning, Paula from Georgia. All right. Our first speaker hails from California, where it is 4:04 in the morning. But because of the time change, it probably feels like 3:04 in the morning. so I don't envy her because it's hard to do it, but I am impressed. I'm impressed by her. That's someone you want to work with. Someone that wakes up this early to share her knowledge. That's the person you need to work with, right? That's the person you need to do business with. That's impressive. So, she is known as the dynasty builder because she helps you build your dynasty, right? All things money. She helps you, whether you want to make money, invest money, whatever it is. And she has a great ebook. I recommend that you download it. She's helping a lot of people. Okay. She's also a black belt in karate, a black belt, third degree, which means she has been consistent. I just thought about this. That wasn't rehearsed. She has been consistent because to go from white belt to yellow belt to, I think it's green and blue and brown and all that, you got to be consistent. So she is qualified to share today. Let's bring up to the stage Leah Garcia. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Erica. Sweet collaboration. Oh my goodness. It is 3:05 in the morning and I am here. I love it. Listen, how can we be consistent? How do we show up even when we don't feel like it? I think this is an incredible topic. I am so excited. This is why I'm fired up to be here. And they say that 90% of winning is just showing up. But I'm going to gently push back on that. In fact, I'm going to really kind of push that off the table. And I'm going to say, you got to show up. 90% of winning is showing up, but you got to show up ready to play full out. You got to bring your A game. You got to bring your energy. I mean, can you think about this? Listen, what if I showed up here and I'm like, I just rolled out of bed and I said, wow, happy Money Monday champions. I mean, come on, we got to play full out, bring your energy. And you know what? If you want to be consistent on this call, get a moving buddy, get a travel partner, get a mastermind alliance person and be your buddy person. So you wake each other up and remind each other to be here. So I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets. And then I'm going to want you to really take note of this because I wish I had these things. I wish someone had told me, just like Eric shared, I wish someone had told me these 3 golden nuggets. So I'm going to quote my great mentor, the Ed Milet, use the power of one more. Eric and I never talked about doing this for years and years and years. We said, let's do this. Let's try it out. And every single week, I just think about doing it one more time, just showing up one more day. For you, it's Monday. For me, it's Sunday. Okay, just showing up one more Sunday. And that's the power and the beauty of one more. You don't have to decide to do something for a week or a month or a year or 5 years. You just show up day after day after day after day until the job gets done. And then suddenly it becomes part of you. What goes through you sticks to you and it becomes part of your DNA. Do you know if you do something for 7 years, it's actually a part of your DNA? Because you know what? The average people quit when they get tired and champions quit when the job gets done. And then they keep going, right? Because we do the power of one more. Number 2, compound interest becomes compound pounding. Let me say that again. We think about investing. And then at some point when you invest, that compound interest will become compound pounding because you start to earn interest on money you never deposited. Now, we think that only applies to when it comes to our wealth, but guess what? It applies in everything. If you show up for one day, there's nothing to compound. One doesn't compound. 1 times 1 is still 1. But if you show up day after day after day after day, then progress will happen and progress compounds faster than perfection. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to get it done. And you will eventually find that compound pounding will mean in your business, in your industry, in your life, doors will start to be open for you that you never knocked on. Opportunities will seemingly come from out of nowhere. You will think that, wow, how did this happen? How am I so lucky? People will look at you and they'll be dazzled and amazed because they think that everything just works for you and you have the golden touch. But they didn't understand the secret was in the compound pounding. Number 3. Are you guys getting something from this? Give me a 1 in the chat. Listen, I'm here at 3 a.m. I'm giving you my best. I never hold anything back. I'm giving you it all. Number 3, have a mastermind alliance call with 3 people. Me, myself, and I. I want you to have a mastermind alliance conversation with your future self. If you're feeling a little bit wonky, if you're feeling a little bit off, if you're feeling like, I don't know if I can do this another day, I don't know if I could do it one more time, then you have a conversation with your future self. And you allow your future self to look and speak and be exactly like the person you want to be, accomplishing all the things that you have, having the car you want, the wealth you want, the trips you want, whatever that life is, and all your 5 F's and all your 7 F's, right? Having everything. And your future self pours into you and you say, you know why I have this? Do you know why you accomplished this? Do you know why you have all the things that you said you wanted? Do you know why this all happened? It's because you were consistent. You showed up when you didn't feel like it. Remember that one call you didn't want to make and then you said, I'm going to do it one more time? That call connected you to this person that opened this opportunity, and now look at what happened. That's why you turned your annual income into your monthly income, is because you were consistent and you showed up and you bet on yourself. and you had that mastermind alliance. Listen, today's discipline is tomorrow's dividends. So when you don't feel like showing up, remember this, just do it one more time. And at some point that compound interest will become compound pounding, and have that mastermind alliance with your future self. Listen, this is all the secret sauce is in being consistent. Nothing good happens when you just do it once. And I'm going to quote Jim Rohn, and he says, don't wish it were easier, wish it were better. And I'm going to say it like this. This is what I tell my beautiful, precious 7-year-old grandson. Listen, it is hard to be consistent, but we are champions. If you're here, it's because you're champions, and champions do hard things. And I'll land it there. With that, I'm excited to hear from the rest of my esteemed panel, and I hand it back over to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. That was powerful. My goodness. Like, we have enough to just have a great week. Like, we could just leave now. That was powerful. That was an incredible TED Talk. I'm so grateful that she is here to give. Like, look, I learned just as much as you all, right? I'm taking notes. I'm learning, right? So this is powerful. Thank you so much, Leah, for that great talk right there. And now I'm going to go to our next speaker. Yeah, so keep letting us know where you're zooming in from. SM, I see you. Welcome. Jackie, welcome. Let's see. Mr. Etim, welcome. Good to see you. Keep letting us know where you're zooming in from. Now, also, if you have a question, put it in the chat. Okay, so all you do is put the word question and then your question, so I know that you have a question there, right? For our esteemed panelists. All right, so our next speaker hails from Nigeria in West Africa. He is known all over the world for what he does. He helps people within an area that is lacking right now. Like in this world, and it's always been like this, but it seems like it's more and more and more. There's a lot of negativity in the world. And I was just having a conversation with someone a couple of days ago, and she was telling me that she doesn't really like watching the news in the morning because it's all negative, right? And she doesn't feel like she doesn't even feel right going to work. She feels like she hears about bad news that happened to someone, and now she feels bad for the person while she's going to work. And I said, I feel the same way. I never watch the news when I wake up. But that's weird to most people because we're programmed to watch the negativity first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, right? But I don't. I do things like this. I listen to positive things in the morning, right, to get my day going. So anyway, let me bring up our next speaker. And you'll see what he does in a second when he starts to share. So if you were thinking of jumping off, this is not a good time. Okay, change your mind and stick around. Zion Enaguru, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Eric. It's always a privilege to be here. And Queen Leah, you've already done justice to the conversation today. And to our amazing audience in the comment section, we appreciate you. You are the real MVP, and we celebrate you for being here. And keep dropping the comment and keep telling us where you are joining us from, because we truly want to celebrate you and let the world know that you are here with us. All right, it's a very powerful conversation already, and Leah has already kicked us off on a high note. For me, I believe that this conversation is timely, especially for everyone who is joining this call today, because consistency is something that has been a big fight for myself and also for a lot of people who have gotten to have conversations with. The question is, how do I remain consistent? Especially when things are not working, especially when I'm not getting the desired results, especially when things are not going the way I want it to go. For me, one thing I'm very big on mindset, a positive mindset, approaching everything I do with optimism, with an optimistic mindset. Because if you look at the topic, say consistency, how to show up when you don't feel like it. How you feel is your mindset. I will say that again. How you feel is your mindset. When your mind tells you are tired, you become tired. When your mind tells you you are frustrated, you become frustrated. When your mind tells you are angry, you become angry. And that's the reason why we have to pay care attention to our mind. And for me, I'm very big on positivity, focusing on the good things, focusing on the amazing things, and rewiring your mind to put you in a place and let you understand that At the end of the day, consistency is not about how you feel. Consistency is more of a decision. I will say that again. Consistency is not about how you feel, it's more of a decision. Because we have thousands of feelings a day. You can feel differently every day. If you are basing your life on feeling, I tell you, you will not get to the destination you want to get to. Because people will make you feel XYZ. But at the end of the day, who are you deciding to become? What decision are you making to be who the person that you want to be? So you must recognize that consistency is not a feeling, it's not how you feel, but more of a decision that you make every day. I'm going to share a quick story. And I was talking to Mr. Eric in the backstage before we came up, and I was going to share with everyone. You know, we have been having a blackout where I live in Nigeria currently for a month plus now, and there are 1,000 excuses for me not to show up today. 1,000 excuses for not to show up. Oh, it's justifiable, to be honest with you. I can tell Mr. Eric, oh, I'm not going to show up today because I don't have power. And he was like, okay, because it's beyond my control. But for me, excuses are not scriptural. There is no way in the scripture you find excuses. So I don't believe in excuses. I always believe in finding solution. What did I do? Yesterday, I had to sleep in a mall so I can charge my devices prior to making use and showing up today. Now, I'm sharing this story with you because when it comes to consistency, you have to go the extra mile. A lot of us want to feel consistency in our comfort zone. To go in a mall to go charge my device was never convenient, was never okay for me. In fact, I didn't sleep well last night. Coming back, I was feeling so many ache in my body. I could like, okay, I'm feeling ache in my body. I'm not going to show up today. Why? Because I didn't sleep well last night. But those are excuses. For anyone who wants to be consistent, avoid excuses. A lot of us, we are giving so much excuses. Oh, I'm not doing this because of this. And the funny part is this. All the excuses are justifiable by reasons. But at the end of the day, will these excuses push you to become who you want to become? Will these excuses elevate you to be that person you have dreamt of becoming every day of your life? So you must understand it. Another point is this. Consistency is not about intensity, but it's about continuity. Yes, every day might not be a birthday. There are days I wake up, I don't feel 100%. I don't even 50%. There are days I just have 1% of my energy. But do you know what? I give the best of my 1%. So it's not about the intensity you put into what you are doing. It's about the continuity. A lot of people, we are distracted by the intensity. Oh, I'm not the 100% today the way I was yesterday. It's okay. At the end of the day, it's not about the intensity. What builds momentum is the continuity. Those little acts of showing up every day is what builds the momentum. And when the momentum is there, I tell you, consistency, it's inevitable. Another point for me that has really helped me to stay consistent when I don't feel like showing up is having people around me. My mentor will always tell me this: your association determines your destination. There are days you don't feel like it, but there are people around you who will always feel like it. And because they feel like it, the energy becomes contagious. The energy becomes to influence you. And that's why surround yourself with like-minded people. People who are intentional about growth. People who are intentional about becoming better. People who can go the extra miles to achieve their goal. Because when you see somebody go the extra mile, it motivates you to go the extra miles as well. If you're around people who are giving excuses, you'll be bound to be giving excuses. Why? Because excuses has become a normality in the environment you find yourself. But when you're in an environment where people go the extra miles to achieve their dream, going the extra mile becomes enough for you as well. So do not take it for granted. A lot of us, we are doing all we do by ourselves. It's okay, it's good. But if you really want to stay grounded, you want to stay consistent and build the momentum, even when you don't feel like having the right people around you, it's not negotiable. Lastly, I will end with this. Imperfect days are part of the journey. Okay, don't feel too bad when you don't feel like it. Don't feel too, today I don't feel too bad. They are part of the journey. But one thing you must position yourself is learn from the experiences. Learn from the experiences. The experiences of you don't feel like when you show up, the experiences that you don't want to show up, but you are still there. These are what makes the story interesting. These are what make the story meaningful. Because at the end of the day, there is no such thing like a perfect story. There is no such thing like a perfect journey to achieving your dream. But having those ups and downs, those times you are feeling discouraged, those times you don't have the energy anymore, but yet you still show up, it's very, very important. Never forget, in the journey of consistency, mindset is key. And that's why I will always tell you, when you are positive, you are possible. And in positivity, there's always endless possibility for you to remain consistent. Thank you so much, everyone. I yield my back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right, all right. That was powerful. Thank you so much. My goodness. I am taking notes here. I'm learning a lot myself. And you can never know too much about consistency. It's so important in business and in life, not just business. Someone was telling me the other day that she said, I don't have a business, but I learned so much from you all. I learned so much from you because what we talk about is a metaphor for life. In other words, it applies to life. Right? It applies to life. So let me just take a moment to welcome, is it Shahudul? If I mispronounce your name, please forgive me. Welcome to the call. Christiani, welcome to the call. Appreciate you. Let's see. Who else? Laverne Oliver is here. Good to see you, Laverne. Welcome. Obianuju. Sorry if I messed it up. I'm sorry. But welcome from Enugu State, Nigeria. Zion, you can correct me later. Let's see, who else? David, good to see you, David. Welcome. Rachel, welcome. Scanadi John, welcome. My goodness, we have so many people here from all over the world. Speaking about consistency, when Leah and I started this call, we were not on Zoom. I mean, we were not on StreamYard or LinkedIn or anything like that. We were on a conference call. You know what a conference call is? Some of you don't even know what that is. That is when you call into a number and then everybody calls into that number and you all listen to it over the phone. That's what we did, right? And maybe we had maybe one or two people on. I think Carl was on. And then the next time I think we had one person on, right? And then we had, a lot of glitches. It wasn't working, right? So those are reasons to quit, right? But it's not working. It's not meant to be. Maybe God doesn't want us to do it, right? But I didn't think about any of that. You know what I thought about? I thought about, what we're doing is good. It helps people. So we have to keep going because eventually more people will see it. We'll hear about it. And then before we knew, we were on LinkedIn, and then StreamYard, and then YouTube, and right now people are watching from different places, and they're getting the benefit from United States, Canada, Nigeria. I saw someone here from Thailand. Christian is from Congo. People are here from Nigeria. Let's see. I know people come from Great Britain. Well, we have someone here from Great Britain. All over the world, right? What if we quit? What if we it's not going to work, right? So anything worthwhile in life is worth taking your time to do it over, right? To do it over. I know. So my one of my sons is a soccer player. He loves to play soccer. He wants to be a professional, right? And so obviously, when you're playing soccer, you go to practice, right? And then you play the game. And so I told him, I said, I'm going to enroll you in a skills. It's like a skills challenge where you learn skills, shooting, heading the ball, kicking the ball, all of that. So I enrolled him. And then I told him, I said, okay, so on Saturday, let's go to the field and I'll kick the ball and I'll give you chances to just keep scoring, like kick from all angles of the field. And he said, but I have practice on Tuesday though. He said, I have practice on Tuesday already. I said, you said you want to be a professional, right? I said, yeah, you got to be more consistent than everybody else. He said, oh, so I have to do practice before practice? I said, yeah. He said, oh, right. But, and that's what I do in my business. If I want to be more successful than most people, I have to wake up early on a Monday morning. A lot of entrepreneurs sleep till 10, right? So you got to do what other people are not willing to do to have what other people don't have. And that's consistency. I remember I was on a Zoom call with a lady, this was months ago, and we were supposed to, I think it was 30 minutes or so, but she told me, she said, Eric, I forgot I have to pick up my son, and I totally forgot, but so I have to go, but just put the link in the chat for me to pay, so I just pay for it, and we can talk later. So I did that, she paid for it, and then later on, I asked her, I said, what made you pay for my service when you never even heard me talk about it? She said, because I see you all the time, Eric. I know you're not going anywhere. Like, I see you, I see your videos. I see that you do trainings. I see that you help people every day. I'm seeing you. So I know you're not going to rip me off because you're coming back tomorrow. I'm like, wow. And that's consistent. So because of consistency, she bought from me because of consistency. So consistency can make you money, right? It's consistency. All right. So I'm going to give you 4 tips real quick. 4 tips that can change your business and change your life. Number one, remove distractions. I say discipline your distractions. Remove distractions. Some people get a notification every time somebody watches their video on Facebook. They get a notification if somebody that's connected to somebody that connected to them opens up their link. Like they're getting all these, I call them useless notifications. Useless notifications. Remove your useless notifications. You don't need to know all of that. Focus on what's important, right? Some people spend hours on social media scrolling, right? They are consumers. They're consumers of all this information, but they're not producers. They don't put anything out. They're not producers. They're just consumers, right? Even though I post multiple times a day, I'm hardly ever on social media. Because why? Because I'm working. I'm meeting people. I'm helping people. I'm planning for people to help people, right? So distract your distractions. Number 1, okay? Remove distractions. Number 2, have a routine. Have a routine. This morning when I woke up, look, I was tired when I woke up this morning. If I didn't have to do this, I'd be sleeping right now. For sure. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have a job, right? I don't have to go anywhere. I'll be sleeping, right? But I have a routine. Every Monday morning, I show up here to help people around the world and share my message and bring on world-class speakers to do the same, right? It's a routine that I do because I love to help people, right? It gets me fired up for the week as well, right? So have a routine. What do you do on a daily basis? Maybe you drink someone told me that they drink a green shake, I don't drink green shakes, but it's a good thing, I think. I think it's a good thing to do. I was very impressed because if it's green, it's probably really good for you, right? So, have a daily routine, have a weekly routine. What do you do every week? Have a monthly routine. What do you do every month, right? That keeps you in line, right? In 2019, some of you know the story. In 2019, I went to visit my dad, and we're taking a walk, right? And, he was 79 years old. We're taking a walk. And I told him, I said, I want to start this group of entrepreneurs where I'm going to let them come in and speak for like 2 minutes, share what they do with their business. And I'm not going to charge them. I'm just going to, pay for it. And then, I think I could really help people. Right. And he says, okay, so what are you waiting for? I said, what do you mean? He said, what are you waiting for? You said you're going to. Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it now? Like, what are you waiting for? I said, well, I have to get a lot of things in place. I have to use, I have to get on a platform, and then I have to find the people. He said, you're just wasting time. Just do it. So I said, oh, okay. So then I travel home to my home country of Nigeria, and the next week, and they call me and tell me that my dad passed away. And I'm like, wow. I was just taking a walk with him. Wow. And in fact, when I was taking a walk, he told me, he said, let's race. He's so funny. Like, he's so funny. He said, let's race to the corner. Me and you race. I said, race? Dad, you're 79 years old. He said, yeah, but I was a former soccer player. You weren't. You're not. I could beat you. Anyway, that's my dad. But anyway, so my point is this. When I heard that and I came back to America, within a week, I started Promote Your Business Meetup. What was I waiting for? Promote your business. So now, 3 times a week, people get on our Zoom. If you want to hear more about it, contact Coral. She'll get you in for free. And they promote their business. Today at noon, they'll do it. Thursday at 7, I still host that. And Friday at 2. And when I first started, we had 8 people in the room. It was in Maryland. And then the next week, nobody showed up. It was just me. Now, I could have quit. But I said to myself, I got to be consistent. Until I did it again. Now, we have over 6,800 people that have joined Promote Your Business Meetup. And every day I get testimonials from people that are making money, right? So my point is, you got to be consistent. Since 2019, we've been doing it, even during COVID, right? So you got to be consistent. Be consistent. That's number 2. Number 3, surround yourself with accountability partners, people that will hold you accountable. If I had to do this call by myself, I probably would do it, but it won't be the same, right? And then some days I might say, today I don't feel like it, but I have accountability partners. Zion's gonna show up. What if I don't show up? He can't be here. I have to show up for Zion. I have to show up for Leah, right? I have to show up for any, who are all the speakers I speak with, right? So what you do, you include other people, right? I run studiospeaking.com. I have this stage. I promote people speaking on my stage. What if they're all flying in from all over the country and I don't show up? Imagine that. They're waiting on me, right? Somebody is counting on you. It could be your spouse. It could be your significant other. Your children are counting on you. Your parents are counting on you. Somebody is counting on you. So are you going to show up? Are you going to show up? All right. And then the last one is you must have a why. You must have a strong why. What is your why? Are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing your business, to help your family out? Some of you may have a parent that's 80 years old that's still working. It's up to you to retire them. It's up to you, right? What's your why? What gets you up? So for some people, it's money. Some people want to travel, right? I love to travel with my family. Some people want to make a difference, just want to make an impact in the world. One lady spoke on my stage last time, Kim, and she has nonprofits. She's just helping people. She spoke on my stage, and someone saw her and then gave her $10,000 to keep her nonprofit going. She was so excited. She's speaking on my stage again. She'll be at my next event. Okay. So what's your why? What drives you? What drives you every day? That will keep you consistent. All right. So let's keep moving. That's what I want to share with you today. And so right now, what we're going to do, thank you, Zion. He's clapping for me. Thank you. I like to clap for myself because back when there was nobody coming to my events, look, I was just giving my presentation and clapping for myself. So thank you so much, Zion. Now I have people that clap for me. It's a wonderful thing. All right. So we're going to go around the room real quick. And we're going to hear from our speakers, what they're doing, how they're helping people. But let me just share real quick before I get to everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I founded studiospeaking.com, the number 1 stage in the world for speakers, coaches, and authors to share their expertise and monetize their message. Okay. If you don't know about it, just go to studiospeaking.com, click on the link, and you'll see a video that will tell you all about it. If you want to speak, if you're considering speaking on my stage, then just book a call and I'll be glad to meet with you. Okay, it's studiospeaking.com. Also, I've been a sales coach for over 18 years. So I help speakers, coaches, and authors and entrepreneurs to 3x, 5x, even 10x their sales without being pushy. And I'm actually doing a special masterclass, right? Sell with Confidence masterclass tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Carl, if you can put it in the chat for LinkedIn, successwitheric.com/masterclass. Success with Eric is ERIC.com/masterclass. I'm going to tell you how to sell without being pushy, how to sell anything without being pushy or salesy. Okay. How to overcome objections. When people say, I don't have any money, I have to think about it. How do you handle that? Right. I'm going to tell you how to speak to someone in a sales interview, which means you're finding out what they need and you're providing that for them. Okay. So we're going to do, and it's all free. Okay. So if you're interested, click on the link. You know what? People are already signing up. that is funny. That is fast. Some of you are serious. I get in the notifications. All right. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Again, if you want to be a part of that masterclass, click on the link to register. If you want to speak on my stage, go to studiospeaking.com and you can apply there. All right, so let's go to Leah and then Zion. Tell us what's going on with you, and then we're going to get to our questions. We have some incredible questions. Go ahead, Leah.
Wow, everybody should sign up for that masterclass. I will definitely be there. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for showing up consistently, Eric F. King, a collaboration. We appreciate you so much. And my name is Leah Garcia. I'm the Dynasty Builder. And if you're here, it's because you're the champion in your family. You're the one who's supposed to change your family's last name forever. And any single person, if you're here, you can absolutely accomplish that. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you think you don't have. You can absolutely be the one in your family. And I would say this, right now, the stock market's getting a little squirrely. People are losing money, worried about their retirement plans. Reach out to me. I've got some incredible options on you can have wealth without risk and truly earn double-digit returns without being in the stock market. And I just dropped my LinkedIn newsletter. I'm on edition 18. So please subscribe to my newsletter. I've got a great edition. If you're a business owner who has 20 or more full-time employees, you can have access to zero net cost benefits, and always hosting Wealthy Wednesday Live. I'm always looking for guest speakers. So I got a lot going on, Eric, and going to hear from Mr. Zion. What you got going on, Mr. Z?
All right, thank you so much, Queen Leah. It's been a wonderful conversation so far. Yes, for me, I'm a positivity coach and mentor, and what I do, I help people embrace positivity intentionally. So, are you currently in a stage in your life or in your business where you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling tired, or you need somebody to be your accountability partner to hold you, to always remind you of the need to stay positive? Yes, reach out to me. Let's go on a journey of positivity together. And also, I host online events. So I help people amplify their voices. You have a message, you have a vision, you have a mission. You want to reach out to more people, and you need somebody to help you do that. Reach out to me. Let's put you on a platform where you can reach out to the world and share your message through online events. Every Friday, I host my Positivity Live, and we are currently on a series of building confidence. So you can join us 7 p.m. West Africa time zone and 1 p.m. Eastern time and 7 p.m. UK time currently, anywhere you are around the world. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Zion Inogiro, the only one you can see on LinkedIn with that name right now. So reach out to me. Let's go on a journey for spreading more positivity to every corner of the earth, one person at a time. So thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I yield my back to you.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Welcome, Natasha. Didi, welcome. Charlie, welcome. I see all these people. Andrea, welcome. Awesome. Okay. So now we are going to Lisa. Lisa, good to see you. Lisa Fervik is here. Welcome. We're going to go to your questions. We have a lot of questions, so we're gonna get them to them quickly. All right. So, yeah, I probably messed up your name, Obian Nuju. He asked, "What? Thank you for the insight. My question is, looking back at your journey, was there a specific moment when your consistency truly paid off And what kept you going before you started seeing results? Very good. Did it truly, your consistency truly paid off? And what kept you going before you started seeing results? I have a great answer for that, but I'm going to go to my panelists first, and then I'm going to share. Go ahead, Leah, then Zion.
Yeah, incredible question. You know, what kept me going and what keeps me going is I want to win. Okay, I want to win. I don't know if any of you are competitive. I don't know if any of you have any goals you want to achieve, but I wanted to win. Even when I was not making any money and I was showing up, I was going on appointments. I used to be the joke of the office. I would have 10, 20 appointments a week and I would not close anyone. I needed Eric F. King at Collaboration to teach me sales training, right? I didn't know I could make appointments, but I could, and they always showed up and I didn't close. I couldn't even close the door. Okay. But you know what? What changed for me is I kept doing it. I kept doing it. I kept going on appointments. I kept kept my head down. I kept going on appointments because I wanted to win. And then one day I walked into the office and, I always went into the office and just kind of sat, and nobody really paid attention to me because I was like, the joke of the office, if you want to win, just follow Leah and close all the appointments you didn't close. And I came into the office and everybody's just kind of looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. And so I just kind of sit down and then they always announce who's the winners, right? They always announce the number 1 and they go number 10, number 9, and then number 1 is Leah Garcia. I was like, what? I'm looking around like, what? Me? Is that me? Are you kidding me? And everybody's like, you didn't know that? You didn't know you were number 1? Oh, come on. You're just being coy. I'm like, I had no idea. Okay. I had no idea. And then I was like, you know what? I can do this. I can win. I'm a champion and champions do hard things. Great question. I want to hear from Zion.
All right, thank you so much, Queen Leah. That was a remarkable story. And thank you, Obiano Ju, for the question. And for me, when you talk about specific moment in consistency, I don't see it as a moment. I see it as a season. For me, it was a season of learning. It was a season of hard work. It's a season of putting in the energy. And what kept me going, it's people. Knowing the fact that for every action I take, for every decision I take, and for putting myself out there, someone is being impacted. Someone's life is being transformed. Someone's life is being changed. It kept me going even before I started seeing results. I remember when I had my first client to say, I need you to work with me. Why? Because I've been seeing your consistency. I've been seeing your work. I've been seeing you every day. I've been seeing how you are inspiring people. You are somebody I'm looking forward to work with. For me, those moments in my life was really very, very, very important. Seeing that my action is inspiring people. Result might not come at the beginning, which is normal for any journey, for any successful people. The day you plant is not the day you reap the seeds. It's not the day you reap the harvest. There is a time for nurturing your seed, watering your seed, building your seed till the harvest will come. So for me, I knew that success is a process. It's a journey. So seed time and harvest will definitely come. So recognizing the fact that right now, I have to sow the seed, I have to nurture my seed and harvest. And let me tell you, when you are consistent, people are watching you. People are seeing you. I've had people reach out to me who have never connected, who have never interacted with me. And they say, you know what? I've been watching you for the past 3 years. I was like, oh my God, I've been watching you for the past 2 years. So if you are consistent in doing it, just keep being consistent. You don't know who might be watching you. And I tell you, results will definitely come for you. So thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I'll give the mic back to you.
Thank you. You remind me when I started online, I was doing a call every Tuesday, and on Tuesdays sometimes I'd have one person, sometimes I'd have no people, right, on a live. And there's this Tuesday I was tired, and I like, you know what, no one's gonna show up anyway, so I didn't show up. The next day I got 2 messages. One lady said, "Eric, are you okay? What happened? We were waiting for you." And I'm like, wow. People actually watch this stuff. Like what, so people are watching, right? People are watching. All right. So to answer your question, I started doing videos, I think about 5 years ago. And I was very apprehensive to do videos, because even though I like speaking on stages, I didn't like doing videos, like, because that's recorded and people see you like everywhere, and you can, if you mess up, everybody sees your mistake. So I started the first video. I probably did it 20 times, right? Because I wanted it to be perfect. And I'll do videos, and sometimes I'll get 0 views. You ever post something and it says no views? It just hurts you. It hurts you deep inside. You're offended. No views. And I was getting no views. But then, someone told me, he said, Eric, just keep doing them. Just keep doing them. So I kept doing them. Guess what? It built me a big business. Most of the people that speak on my stage, I've never met them before. 90% of them saw me online somewhere, right? So that is something that truly changed my life. I was consistent. If you connect with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, you'll notice that I post multiple times a day, every week, every month, every year, consistently, right? So that changed my business and changed my life, right? So very good question. All right. Next question is by Coral. She said, for people who feel overwhelmed, discouraged, or burnt out, what practical steps can you give to help them start showing up again little by little? Okay, so yeah, some people, you're just tired, you're just overwhelmed, burnt out. Good. What steps can you take to start showing up little by little? Great question. Queen Leah, go.
Yeah, that's a great question, Coral. And you are so consistent. If you look up consistent in the dictionary, you're going to find the face of our great friend from across the pond, Miss Coral. Okay. She is number one consistent. I love it. She's always here excited, and she always has amazing questions. I would say, I would highlight something that Eric shared earlier. Look at the things that are stealing your energy. Is it those notifications? Are you scrolling online? Are you spending time on social media you shouldn't be? That's probably the number one, but there's probably other things. Are you watching a lot of TV, right? What are the things that you're doing that are draining your energy? We only have so much energy in a day. And if you're wasting it on those other things, then you're going to feel very overwhelmed and burned out. And I would also add to that something our Queen Dr. Leslie Flowers says. She said, you know what, if you have a goal, you just need to take 2 steps every week. Okay, 2 steps. So what are the 2 steps that you need to do? The 2 things that you've been avoiding, the thing that you know that if you did it would change your business and change your life, then focus on doing those 2 things. What do you say, Zion?
Yes, great response, Queen Leah. And I think that's a powerful question for you, Cora. One thing I would say is being overwhelmed, being discouraged, being burnt out are all feelings. It's what you feel inside. I remember I spoke about a positive mindset earlier. One thing that positivity has done for me, it's like a fire that purges me of every negativity in my body, in my mind, in my thinking, in my feeling. So being able to adopt that mindset, it's key. And it's one thing that you can do to help you overcome the feeling of being overwhelmed. When you feel overwhelmed, something is triggering it. Is it that you are thinking about something that is not going well, something that is not working out well, or something that is stressing you, something that is not going the way you want it to go? So focusing your energy and changing your focus is very, very important. Another thing that has really helped me, in overcoming this feeling is exercise, workouts. When you work out, when you exercise, it helps your brain, it helps your body, it helps your energy, and it helps you to stay fit. And when you're staying fit, the feeling of being overwhelmed, being discouraged, being burnt out, tend to leave you. And lastly, surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. I'll say this again. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Because there's a place you want to be. You have a target, you have a goal. And there are people who are already there. When you surround yourself with people like that, they pull you up to the level they are. They pull you up to the phase they are. Because it's very, very important. My mentor will always say, the fastest way to fly is to fly on the wings of those who are already flying. So you don't have to start looking for feathers to fly. No, fly. He said, if you are looking for water, there is no need for you to start digging your own well. Look for people who have dug their well, establish a relationship with them, and enjoy the benefits of their well. So if you want to keep showing up little by little, connect and associate yourself with people who are already showing up. Because consistency is contagious, it's influential, and it can pass from one person to another. So thank you so much. I yield the mic to you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's a great response. For me, I would just say, like Zion said, get around the people that can help you, right? So, for instance, some of you right now are in business and you're having issues or problems selling your offer. Like you have a product, but no one's buying, right? Take advantage of my free class. I've been doing this 25 years, right? Why wouldn't you do that, right? So, it's things like that, get around people that have your answers, right? It's hard by yourself. It's hard. Like if I didn't learn, I took a class, I took a class of a class. This guy teaches you how to show up on camera, how to show up on video. I paid him to take his class. And has that paid off? Yes, it's paid off big time, right? Over the last 5 years, right? I have over 1,000 videos now online, right? So if you have to invest, whatever you have to do, get around people that have your answers, and the overwhelm will just go. It will go away. You won't be overwhelmed if you're around people that are doing it, right? You won't be overwhelmed. By the way, let me just say this: you don't compare yourself to other people. Like for instance, when I say I post multiple times a day, I have a team, right? So I don't want you to say, well, Eric said I have to post multiple times a day, every month, every week. No, you don't. I'm a full-time entrepreneur, right? If you have a job, you probably can't do that. Do what you can. Do what you can. There was a time I was posting twice a week. I was doing 1 meeting a week, right? So do what you can. Oh wow, my battery is going low. Okay, hold on 1 second. I don't want. I'm back. This is live, folks. This is live. I don't want everything to crash on me, so I have to make sure it's all plugged in. All right. So yeah. So as I said, get around the right people, and you won't be overwhelmed if you are around the people that have your answers. All right. All right. So last question. Let's do this real quick. In your experience, this is from Laverne, our good friend Laverne Oliver. She said, in your experience, what roles does discipline play in consistency when motivation fades? Yeah. So what role does discipline play? Great question. Queen Leah, go for it.
Yeah, to me, when I think about this question, Laverne, to me, motivation is fleeting. Right? If you're aligned on motivation, you're always going to ebb and flow. You're always going to be inconsistent. I would say you've got to be inspired. What is a thing that, no matter what, you're going to do it? And I would say connect with Mr. Positive Energy, because he's going to help you to be consistent. He's going to help to inspire you. And that means that we're in spirit, right? So it has to be bigger than us. So hopefully that helps. And Zan, what do you have to say about this great question?
Thank you so much, Queen Leah. I love the way you pass the mic to me. You get me excited to share. Now, a powerful question, Laverne, and I love it. The one thing you must understand is discipline doesn't just come by magic. Discipline is built by the routine you keep. Discipline is built by the habits you do every day. So when you have an habit that you do, something you repeat every day, probably in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, those are the things that help keeps you disciplined. Because at the end of the day, truth being told, motivation can get you started, but motivation fades away. What keeps you grounded, what keeps you consistent and committed in the place of discipline is the habit you keep. My question is, do you have an habit? And what are those habits that is helping you to stay consistent? So if you don't have an habit, reach out to me. Let's work together to help you create one, to help you stay consistent and disciplined in pursuing your goals and your vision. So thank you so much. I yield the mic to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Zion. Yeah. So for me, like I always say, you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. One thing you can do is you want to put it up, whatever you're focused on, you want to put it up on the wall, right? Put it up on the wall, put it up on computer, your phone. Put it everywhere. When I have a goal, it is everywhere. And that keeps me going. That keeps me focused. So if I get a video come in, instead of watching that video, I'm like, look, I got to be disciplined because I can see everywhere, what I'm trying to accomplish. Whether it's business, whether it's personal, maybe you want to buy a car, put the picture of the car on your wall, put it on your phone, put it on your computer. It will drive you. It will drive you because it's hard. It's hard to be disciplined. It really is. It's easy to make excuses. It's hard to be disciplined, right? But people say, I want to live a soft life. You got to do the hard things to live a soft life. Write that down somewhere. Circle it. Underline it. You got to do the hard things to live a soft life. Because if you're trying to live a soft life without doing the hard things, you will live a very hard life. Man, that sounds like another topic for a whole whole podcast topic, maybe even a book. Seriously. So anyway, I crack myself up sometimes. Anyway, thank you all for being here. It's good to see you. If I missed your name, please forgive me. It seems like sometimes some of the names don't even pop up here and they pop up on my phone. So in 4 minutes, let me see if I can see anybody here that's on my phone, but that's not on here. That's not on the computer. All right. Let's see here. Because we appreciate it. Oh, by the way, while I'm doing that, if you're here live, put hashtag live in the chat, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. And if you're on live, please share this with more people because we want more people to see this. We want more people to benefit from this. If you love what you saw today, then you want to bless other people. We do it for you for free, right? So we want you to share the knowledge. Okay, Charles, I see Charles here. Yes, welcome. So appreciate all of you being here. We are here every Monday, same time, same place. We're consistent, right? So we'll be here. Will you? And I already see 4 people have registered for my class that are on the call right now. So register and I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm excited. Because I have things to share with you that once you find out, you'll be like, wow, this is life changing. I wish I knew this years ago. All right. So now we have 2 minutes and we just had someone join us. Eddie just joined us. He has 2 minutes. So Annie, you're gonna close us out because we have 2 minutes. What is consistency to you? Say something about consistency. Appreciate you.
Oh, the clocks are beating me again.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, how does it all sorted? All right. Look. To be consistent, what I simply do is make sure the thing I want to do is on my schedule. Everything must have a space in your schedule. Don't rely on how you feel. It doesn't work. One day you're gonna wake up not feeling wanting to do it. Don't rely on your drive. Don't rely on you're just feeling right and you're wanting to do it. Willpower. That's not gonna work. And sometimes you're just gonna get distracted. Fix what you want to do into your schedule and make it easy for yourself. That's how you stay consistent. Think like an athlete. If you want to go jogging every day, if you want to do exercise, for example, make it easy. Put your trainers by your bed. When you wake up, you have no choice but to put your trainers on. Once you put your trainers on, you're nearly out the door, right? I think that's how it works. If I want to work, my computer is in my office is there. And as soon as I go into it, all I can do is what I say I'm going to do. And then when you do what you say you're going to do, the thing, reward yourself. Whatever you want, what that looks like for you is up to you. You can have a treat, you can have some time off, you can dance around the room like I do, but give yourself a reward. That way your brain says, I like this. I want to do this again.
Awesome. We're gonna end with that, sir. So it's obviously because of the time change that you were late. Yeah, the time change. It's okay. But you gave us great nuggets in 2 minutes, right? Reward yourself, guys. Reward yourself. Go get some ice cream. Go get a smoothie. Do something to reward yourself. So we're going to end with that. We appreciate all of you. We'll see you same time next week. It has been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be with you here this morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Money Monday.
All right, everyone. Have a good week.